Hey guys, in this video we're going to be doing lesson 7.2, which is all about prisms and the surface area and volume of these prisms. And this also works for rectangular prisms. The same formulas work for cubes. So surface area and volume, you can see those formulas to the side. L stands for length, W stands for width, H stands for height. So in this one, number 1, the surface area is 2 times my length of 13 times my width of 7 plus 2 times my length of 13 times my height of 9 plus 2 times my width of 13 times my height of 9. And we get 542 feet squared. So what this means, surface area is just the area of each individual face. Now you could just take each face separately, find the area, and then add them together. These formulas are kind of a little bit of a shortcut in doing that. Since you always have the formulas, you shouldn't have trouble. But if, for example, like on the ACT or something, it asks for the surface area, but it didn't give you the formula, you could say, okay, well, I know I'm going to find the area of each face and then add those together. These are examples like if you're painting, you're just covering the face. Okay, you're just covering. If this was a room and you were painting this room, each of those would be walls and then the floor and the ceiling. Volume is length times width times height, which is 819 feet, and we use cubed, units cubed. This would be like if I had a box and I was filling it with water. Volume is all of the space inside of the shape. All right, I want you to pause the video and try numbers 2 and 3. So on number 2, for the surface area, you should get 580 centimeters squared. And the volume, 800 centimeters cubed. Number 3, for the surface area, you should have got 183 inches squared. And for the volume, 99 inches cubed. So rectangular prisms or cubes, pretty straightforward. Now the other kind of prisms, the formula is a little different. So for these, you need to know the height, and the height is not always from bottom to top. The height is from base to base. So it's the length between the bases. So if your shape is standing so the base is on the floor, then yeah, it would be top to bottom. But if I knocked that over and made it lay on its side, the height doesn't change just because I tipped it. If you are laying on your bed and you are 5 feet 4 inches when you're standing up, your height doesn't change. I wouldn't measure from the floor to the top of your belly as your height. Okay, so same thing with these prisms. Now something else is called the lateral area. And the lateral area, that is kind of like the surface area, but without the bases included. And so we're going to be finding that too. All right, so number 4, my base are these 2 triangles. Okay. And so I need the height, that's the length between my two bases. So from base to base, that's 16. I need the perimeter of the base. So that would be 9 plus 12, and this side is 15. That's 36. And then the capital B stands for the area of the base. And so my base, it's this right triangle, 9, 12, 15. And so the area of that triangle, you'll have to think back to Unit 6, is half times 9 times 12, which is 54. All right. So surface area is HP plus 2B. So 2 times 54. And we get 684 meters squared. The lateral area, that's just the HP. So it's without the area of the bases. And this is 576 meters squared. And then the volume is the area of the base times the height of 16. So 54 times 16 is 864 meters cubed. All right, number 5. Let's look for our bases of the shape, and that would be these trapezoids. Then the one in the back as well. Okay. So the height is not 12. Remember, your height of your shape is from base to base. This prism was knocked over on its side. So the height is 15. The perimeter of the base. So here's my base. So the perimeter of that is 73. And the area of the trapezoid, remember, is half times the height. Now when I use height in this, I'm not referring to my entire 3D figure. We're only referring to the height of the trapezoid, which is 12 times 23 plus 18. Which is 246. Oops. Okay. I was trying to make that smaller, but it didn't work. So surface area, I'm just going to have to write small. This would be 15 times 73 plus 2 times 246. And we get 1,587 feet squared. Lateral area is just the 15 times 73, which is 1,095 feet squared. And the volume is 246 times 15, which is 3,690 feet cubed. Number 6, highlight your bases or trace them or something. I'm just going to highlight the bottom one because if I try to highlight the top, they're just going to overlap. So, all right. So the height of my figure goes from base to base. That's 5. The perimeter, 9, 10, and 12. So perimeter is 31. And the area of the base, the area of the triangle, would be half times 12 times 7.3. Which is 43.8. All right, surface area. It's going to be 5 times 31 plus 2 times 43.8. Which is 242.6 feet squared. Lateral area, 5 times 31, which is 155 feet squared. And volume, 43.8 times 5, which is 219 feet cubed. All right, next one. Number 7. All right. Highlight your base, which is a trapezoid again. The height of the figure is from base to base, which if I look over here is 8. The perimeter of my base. So we have 19, 5, and these are both 14. So perimeter, if I add up all 4 of those sides, I get 52. And the area of the base, so the area of the trapezoid, is half times 12.1 times 19 plus 5. Which is 145.2. So surface area is 8 times 52 plus 2 times 145.2. This is 706.4 feet squared. Lateral area is just the 8 times 52, which is 416 feet squared. And volume is 145.2 times 8, which is 1161.6 feet cubed. And I don't think I highlighted up here. All right, pause the video, try number 8. It already gives you the area of the base. You don't have to find that. All right, you should have wrote down 4 for your height, 35 for your perimeter, and then it gives you the B. So surface area is 308.6 feet squared. Lateral area is 416 feet squared. Oh, no, I looked at the wrong one. Hold on. Oops, sorry. Lateral area is 140 feet squared. And volume is 337.2 feet cubed. All right, just 2 more problems. Number 9 says, if the surface area of the box of cereal below is 272 square inches, find the length of the box. This is a rectangular prism. So just a reminder, surface area is 2LW plus 2LH plus 2WH. So I'm going to fill in 272 equals 2L times 2 plus 2L times 12 plus 2 times 2 times 12. So this would be 272 equals 4L plus 24L plus 48. So if I subtract 48 from both sides, we get 224 equals 28L. And then if I divide both sides by 28, we get 8. So L equals 8. All right, the volume of a rectangular prism is 655.2 cubic feet. If the base of the prism is 9 by 5.2, find the height. So volume is length times width times height. So 655.2 equals 9 by 5.2 times H. If I multiply 9 and 5.2, we get 46.8 H. And then if I divide both sides by 46.8, we get 14 equals h. So my height is 14 feet. And I should have put units above, but I didn't. Let's add it inches. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Have a great